Alright, what's up my homie G's? My name is Magical and welcome to a lifetime story. Now I don't really do lifetime stories on this channel, but I figure, you know what, why not do this one? Now this is a story about how I actually this is when I was cheating on a test. I wasn't caught, luckily, but I did cheat on a test about when I cheated. Now this takes place in 7th grade. I remember 7th grade specifically because there was this teacher. I'm gonna call her Miss Juke, I guess. I don't know. I don't really come up with names a lot. But it was a woman. I'm gonna call her Miss Juke. Now Miss Juke, she was a bit of an older lady, and she did not I think she was bipolar, because one minute she would be nice, then the next she would be mean. Like, she just, I don't know, she just, it seemed like fake. It seemed like she was fake. Like, I remember one time, we came into her class, and, you know, she was being all nice, saying, you know, how's your day, how you been? Then, like, 5 minutes later, it's like, no asking questions, because, well, I don't know, I can't think of anything, but she was just, it seemed like she was just mean, and sometimes she was not, and then like she was nice, then mean. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. This takes place back in 7th grade, and Miss Juke, we had a test. Now in Miss Juke's class, we had a test the next day, and so, and being me, I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna study or anything, because that was me. Now, do not follow this story. You should study, because that's the best thing to do, and that's how you actually pass. Now, I did pass this grade. I didn't fail, but I did pass. Anyway, so we have this test the next day. Now, luckily, I had to go to the hospital for a checkup the next day. So on the day we were supposed to take the test, I was supposed to have a checkup. So I go there. I go to the hospital. Now, like I said, on this day we had the test. So the next day, is basically when I take the test, because everybody has already taken it. I'm the only one who needs to take it. So, and luckily this day, they, were supposed to be watching a movie. So, you know, next day comes, they're supposed to be watching a movie. Now, now, the way her class was set up was when you first walked in, there was a bunch of desks, and then on that wall, when you, like, as soon as you came in, on the left, no, right, wait a minute, right, I think, on the right, it was, on that wall was her, board, that where she teached and everything, and the lights, so, and the back of her class was, like, the library, because she was a science teacher, and so the back was the lab area. So, luckily this day, we were supposed to be having, they were supposed to be watching a, movie, while I sat at the back and took a test. Now, what I didn't tell you was, on the day that we were supposed to, when I came back from the hospital, the way I had done it, cheated basically, was I had my ID. So you had, because you had to, in the school you had to have your ID on, like every school, or most schools at least, you had to have your ID on. So I had a lanyard, my ID on it, and so you can see the front and the back. Now I cut out a piece of paper. And I taped it. I taped it to the back of my ID, you know, so that way when I came in, you know, it wouldn't really be a problem. Nobody really notice. And the teachers didn't really mind that much. They would just, sometimes you could just walk in with it on. So other times you could just have it in your, like, jacket, in your shirt. And they wouldn't care, because it was more towards the middle of the school year. And but anyway, that was that. I came in with it on. They watched the movie. I sat at the back, took the test, and so I wrote down the answers. I wrote down the answer on the back of my ID, and so I was just back there, taking the test, while they watched the movie. Now, luckily, they was watching the movie with the lights off, so this gave me literal perfect cover, and somehow the teacher did not see me. Although she was probably just looking at her at the movie, or not the movie, but the TV. I mean, her computer. God, I'm getting off. Can't speak today. But she's probably just looking at her computer. But yeah, I wrote down the answers on the back of my ID on that piece of paper, taped it to the back of my ID, and sat at the back. And well, that's how I cheated and got away with it. Now I forgot what grade I got. I was pretty sure it was a good grade considering I had cheated on the test. But yeah, that's how I did it. And don't ever do that. Just if you have a test, you should just study for it. Luckily, I wasn't gonna be there the next day, so I have plenty of time to work this out. It was like 10 or 12. Like, it took me a good while to write all those down because I had done it so late. I wrote down the answers on the back of my ID so late. On this piece of paper so late, and so it took me like till 1 o'clock to do it. But by then, I did it. Went to sleep. Got up the next day, took the test, and take the test and cheated. But if you guys like this video, please drop a like, subscribe. If you guys want to see another video like this, I will do another one. Cause I do have another video of another time. It wasn't when I cheated, but I can do one when I cheated. But that one isn't as interesting as this one. But I do have another funny story that I would like to share, and so I will be doing that tomorrow. But if you guys like this video, drop a like, subscribe. Just really appreciate it. Without further ado, remember, share the magic. Peace.